Did you guys know that they called my dad? You guys know my dad like doesn't have legs.
Yeah.
He's in this little VVA chapter, Vietnam Veterans of America, and they all call him Corporal Popsicle.
Corporal Popsicle?
Yeah, because he's sweet and he comes on 2 sticks, is what he told me.
Jesus.
That's his words. It's not my words. In fact, that was kind of a traumatizing thing for me to realize. Because when you have a popsicle on 2 sticks, they break. You can split them in half. So every time I ate a popsicle, I just imagined splitting my dad open, Terrifier clown style.
Like I can count on one hand the number of times I've had good sex, and most of those times were with that one hand.
I used heroin for 2 years early on in my adulthood. I only abused it for 1 year though. First year was awesome.
I have a dream catcher hanging above my bed. It's just a picture of my future children. Because once you have kids, your dreams don't matter anymore.
For like 30 seconds in my comedy career, I was opening my sets up with, "My wife's clit is so fat, it feels like there's a cock in my mouth."
I remember that bit.
You don't remember that.
You did not use that very long.
No, I did not last for very long. Anyway, Corporal Popsicle, we still call him that, but for a different reason. It's because every time he talks, I get fucking brain freeze.
Fucking.
Takes that old man like 20 minutes to say 3 sentences. Dude, if he was in a debate, like, he would win just because the other person would fall asleep before he finished with his argument. And yet he still makes fun of Joe Biden.
You can't walk. He can at least walk. He's in way better shape than you.
Joe Biden, slow Biden.
He was resourceful. He got out of Vietnam, Dad.
Wait, your
I
dad
don't know
doesn't
how
like Joe
accurate that
Biden?
is.
My dad hates all Democrats.
Did he vote for Trump?
Probably.
Even after he made fun of McCain?
Dude, my dad, he's naive.
That's when my grandpa drew the line.
Oh, real? That was where he drew the
Yeah,
line?
my grandpa was like, nah. Because he, like, loves McCain, and he served in Vietnam, and, like, he knew McCain. And my grandpa was like, as soon as he said that, my grandpa took his thing out of his yard. And was like, no.
Wow.
Hell yeah. I probably fucked it up for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Didn't fuck my dad up.
Because, like, don't get me wrong, my grandparents hate. Well, I feel like most grandparents are like that. They're Democrats, but like as soon as he said that, my grandpa was like, "Nah, fam, no, you lost me on this one."
It was hard to get a fix on my grandpa because he would often say things just to piss off somebody who was in the room.
No,
like he would say outrageous things just because he knew it would get a rise out of people in the room, and then he would just fuck off and let everybody fight amongst themselves.
It's actually a good way to get out of anything.
He was an OG troll. He really was, because I remember like within a 24-hour span, he told me that he thought Barack Obama was the worst president ever. He thought Trump was the second worst president ever. He's very pro gun control. He's very anti-racism. Thinks Ted Cruz is the greatest politician that ever fucking lived.
What?
These are not adding up.
No, it doesn't.
He thinks Obama's worse than Trump.
This was like
Ted Cruz's.
a Thanksgiving that we were all there, and he was just and I remember because it was when the guys who shot Ahmaud Arbery were getting sentenced. The guys who chased down that runner.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I hope they throw the book at these sons of bitches. I hope they die in prison. And they should have done the same thing to that Dylan Roof kid. And this is after all the Ted Cruz and Trump shit. And I was just like, you fascinate me, Grandpa. Right. I can't tell. I feel like you're just trying to get me to say something.
His motto, leave them guessing.
Yeah.
Well, it's more like what percentage of people are like right in the middle.
I know.
Yeah.
Because he would sit there and watch OAN and Fox News like constantly.
That's OAN.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He was so mad when AT&T dropped them. He was pissed. But then
imagine being like something that makes you mad.
It was
such an old guy thing to be mad about.
But again, I think he just liked having them on to piss people off, because that same trip when I guess maybe I just wasn't giving him the rise he wanted. He went and got his Alexa and his Google Home and started making them fight with each other. And I just sat there. I was watching. He just likes making people fucking
Wants
fight.
to watch the world burn.
He wants to watch the world burn. He's a fucking troll. I love my grandpa. I miss my grandpa. God, it was funny. The funniest shit
That
ever.
is weird.
Yeah. Weird guy. You know his favorite joke in the world, like his absolute always made him laugh, was to fart and blame it on someone else in the room.
Hey,
Didn't matter.
that's OG right there.
It's OG. My entire childhood was plagued with that. When you're like 4 years old and that really offends you when someone blames you for someone else's fart. I remember just being anywhere with my family and my grandpa would just go, Michael.
It'd be hilarious to be like, his favorite joke is like, I'm not your grandfather. You're like, what the fuck?
Hey guys, do you like edible cookie dough? Well, we have got a treat in store for you. The Three Mics podcast is now a proud member of the Dope Spoon Lickers Club. That's DOUGHP, the #1 provider of edible cookie dough in the United States. You can use the code MIKE10, that's MIKE10, to get 10% off your entire order at checkout. So go to dope.com, DOUGHP.com, and get some dope today.
Dude, the NFL went crazy. Russell Wilson to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, that was like, no. They've been talking about that for a while.
Yeah. I mean, it was I guess it was kind of predictable. What else happened? Fucking Saquon Barkley to Philly. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, but no, I didn't. But I knew he was going to go somewhere. Tony Pollard went to Tennessee.
Which tells me that Derrick Henry's going to go probably to Dallas.
Swift went to Chicago.
Yep. Fuck.
No, I'm just following my team.
Mac Jones went to Jacksonville. That was wild. He's going to back up Trevor Lawrence. That's crazy.
But just waiting for the Bengals probably going to sign a lineman and a D-line, and they're done. That's all they need.
Yeah, and they're going to release Mixon at some point.
That's never hearsay. That's all hearsay, though. And they're going to. They had a good year last year. People forget they had a good year last year.
But isn't he wanting like a bunch of money?
No. He doesn't want any money. There's nothing about his contract.
Is his contract up though?
This is his last year of his contract.
Oh, okay. Is it like an option year?
No.
Huh.
It's his last year of his contract.
Well, I have no basis for why I'm saying it, but
no, it's the basis is everybody talks about it on Twitter. They should cut him. They should cut him.
Wait,
I'm like,
have I been fucking brainwashed?
I'm like, why are you cutting
Am I saying
this guy?
stuff as fact just because I see
They want to
other
cut
people
him
say
to
it?
save cap space. I'm just like, he was a good running back last year. Like, I don't understand.
The moon landing was faked. The earth is flat.
You're turning.
Trump's the greatest thing of all time.
You're turning into one of those. And that we've been on YouTube for less than a month, and you're turning into one of those YouTubers.
You fucking pussy.
Lauren Boebert will be the greatest male president of all time.
Truth be told, I have fallen down a rabbit hole on YouTube of the like 10-minute clips of politicians just getting fucking railed in the Senate committees and all in the committee meetings and all that shit. I love it. It's like
You see the video of those two dudes that about fought in the fucking Senate chambers?
No.
Bernie Sanders had to be like, come on, guys.
Yeah, I remember that.
We need to stop this.
Oh, wait. Yeah. I do. Yeah.
He's like, you about that life? He said, I am about that life. Well, stand up then. Bernie was like, come on, fellas.
Coming in here with that trash? This is my house.
Have this bowl of cream of wheat and get over it.
Did you see where Kamala Harris almost called for a ceasefire and then walked it back like as soon as she said it?
Ceasefire?
With the Israel-Gaza thing.
Oh.
She was giving some public address and they were talking about it, and she said something to the effect of like, that's why we need to see an immediate ceasefire. And you hear people start applauding, and she just kind of freezes because I think she realizes what she just said. And then she goes, like in 6 weeks, once they meet together to agree to terms. And I was like, oh, you got
Son
caught.
of a bitch.
Oh, did you see what the Mexican cartels did when What's-His-Face died? Creator DBZ died?
No.
They did a ceasefire.
What?
Yeah. Did you read about that? Everyone thought it was a lie. It was actually for real.
Talk about this while I pull it up.
Who?
I can't think of his name. The creator
of Dragon Ball Z died.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the Mexican cartel was like...
Apparently, I was like, why is the Mexican... Apparently, Dragon Ball Z is like really big in Mexico. Like massive. To where I was like, why is this
crazy.
like a big deal? And like I was reading into it, and I had like five different things like say it was accurate, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, they agreed to a ceasefire for the day because of his death. I hope it's real, because it'd be so badass if it was.
Homies, fellas, I'm just Super Saiyan. We need to stop the
Because
fire.
I looked into it. I was like, why are they popular? And like
That was a funny joke.
a lot of the
Neither of you guys-
channels are doing like tributes or Dragon Ball Z all day.
It was a joke.
God damn it!
It wasn't real. It wasn't real.
They're what my hope for society.
Can we walk back my hilarious joke that I said?
Which
in my
one?
terrible, I can't do much of a Mexican accent, but we're gonna go with it anyway. Hoes, fellas, I'm just Super Saiyan. We need to stop the fighting.
I fucking hate you so much.
Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan. Oh, go fuck yourself. Yeah, it was a joke that some YouTuber made on Twitter. And then it just kind of spiraled out of
I
control.
had like a lot
See,
of
look,
Because
at
of
me.
the reasons you brought up, though, because it has a huge following in a lot of these Latin communities.
Yeah.
Somebody made a joke that because his death was so resounding, like, it's going to cause a ceasefire in Mexico. And it. Yeah.
Well, they did
Wells
that-
and I both have no basis for any claim that we've made on this show yet.
Hey, if you'd like to be an honorary Mike and be a part of the Three Mics in a whole different way, head on over to our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/the3mics. That's patreon.com/the3mics. We've got a single $5 tier that gets you access to the whole shebang. Everything that we're going to start rolling out, whether it's live streams, uncut episodes, exclusive tickets and other stuff like that. Who the hell knows what we're going to do, but it's simple. $5 a month gets you in as an honorary Mike and hanging out with the Three Mics over on Patreon. Once again, go to patreon.com/the3mics and become an honorary Mike today.
I want to go see Dune.
Oh, so good. Dude, that movie is still living rent free in my
I
head.
know. I want to go see it again.
I watched it the afternoon before we went and saw it. And so I went into it like just in that space. And
You guys go watch it together?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He texted me and was like, I'm going at 10:30 tonight. Do you want to go? And I was like,
We know you hadn't
yeah.
seen it yet.
We knew you hadn't seen the first one yet. We knew you also didn't really give a shit.
Maybe. I mean, I would have said no. It would have been nice to have been invited.
It was
To
quite.
be fair, we didn't invite him to game night last night.
No, I got invited to game night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's funny.
I just couldn't go.
Lori invited. I didn't even think about it. Lori texted him.
I don't know how the hell she got my number.
I don't know either.
I think I gave it to her at some point. I don't know.
What, wait.
Oh, you might have.
One of us probably, it was probably something for the Three Mics or something when we did the
Maybe.
Ricky
I
show.
also think back around Thanksgiving time, I think she got your number from me because she was inviting you to our house for Thanksgiving.
We probably
That's
give it,
you're
yeah,
You're right. You're
that
right.
makes sense. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah.
That's probably a top 10 movie for me.
That's like, I mean, like that might be like what Oppenheimer was for me last year. I mean, there's still a bunch of shit to come out this year, I know, but like this.
But
this is
more I
kind of-
think about it, I
yeah.
think it's a top 10 movie of all time for me.
Dune 2?
Yeah.
Where's Dune 1 at?
Dune 1's solid. But I think it's also because I saw it in IMAX.
Yeah, I will say, seeing that in IMAX, and I haven't been to an IMAX theater.
Because I thought
in-
the acting
in
was
years.
fantastic. The story was great. The filmography, like the cinematography, everything was, the score was great.
Yeah.
Like, I can't really think of anything that was bad about the movie.
Do you think Chalamet will get nominated for lead actress?
I think this. Here's what's gonna. The only thing that can.
He didn't
hurt-
catch that.
Oh no, I didn't. What? What'd you say?
Nominated for lead actress.
The only thing that can really hurt this movie, as far as that goes, is the fact that it's so early in the year. When stuff is earlier, especially like the Oscars just happened last night.
Oh, yeah, so it'd be a year from now.
Yeah.
It's just weird to think. I thought it was like, it's a top 10 movie.
It's so
I don't
good.
know,
I
the
can't-
streaming, if it hits streaming around summertime, then
Yeah.
that might get a lot of people to dig in. And
Well, I was telling my brother this earlier because he hasn't seen it yet. The director came out and said that, you know, because this movie's crushing at the box office. He said the only reason it isn't making more money right now is there's just not enough screenings available to put the movie in. Like, because it's a 3 hour plus movie.
yeah.
and theater sizes have changed because of the seating changes. There's a lot of other movies. He's like it just there's a finite amount of hours in every day you can show the movie. Otherwise, we'd be making even more. He's like, it's sold out everywhere, and it's wild. I pitched it to you like this the other last night. I was like, it's Game of Thrones in space. If instead of kingdoms you have planets.
Nice.
Yeah.
But it was really the CGI didn't look like CGI.
I want to know how much of that was practical and how much of that was CG or on a blue screen. I really do.
That's how impressive it was.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, man.
I mean, obviously the sandworms are fucking CG.
Yeah, that's real.
The giant living buttholes in the sand.
I'm sorry, what?
They're giant fucking alien worms that live under the sand, and when they come up out of the sand, it looks like a giant fucking butthole for a little while.
Oh, was it the popcorn?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tins?
that's what
Okay.
that is. Yeah.
It just, but like I'm sitting there,
Almost bought one.
Popcorn tin or a T-shirt that says "I only came to see Dune so I could fuck the popcorn bucket."
I want that T-shirt. I thought about buying a bucket. I can't eat popcorn. I was like, can I get just the bucket?
It was just like one of those things. So I was just like,
Yeah, that movie it's just been hovering around in my headspace ever since. Shit, I was watching TV the other day and a guy had blue eyes, and I was like, for some reason now I don't trust you with your blue eyes. Am I a racist? I think that makes me a racist. That's what that experiment was about at that school in the '60s, right?
yeah. But no, solid movie. Like I said,
yeah.
I love that movie.
I don't go to the theater a whole hell of a lot anymore. Mostly because of the people who left partway through the movie. Because that happens every time I go to the movies these days.
I haven't had that happen in a minute.
Every time I go to the movies, that happens, where there's people who are sitting in the back and being loud and being noisy, and at some point someone comes in and asks them to leave, and then they're noisy on the way out. Like it's like
Somebody asked them to leave.
Yeah, because they got escorted out.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they got escorted out.
Oh, so
an usher came up and told them to leave. And then on their way out, they just make as much noise as possible on their way out. Like it's like they're, in a protest for being kicked out of the theater. So, every time I've gone to the theater since COVID, it's been like that. That's why I only go nowadays if it's something I just really fucking want to see. If I can wait to watch it on streaming, I'll wait. I waited for Aquaman. I'm glad I waited for Aquaman. That movie sucked hard. And The Marvels was a lot better than people gave it credit for. That movie was fucking good.
I've just been so marveled out that.
That's another reason why I didn't watch it for a while, is because I just was like, I want to watch other shit. Thank you so much for listening to the Three Mics podcast or watching it on YouTube, wherever you're getting this show. If you are watching it on YouTube, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcast app, be sure to leave a like or a rating or whatever you can do, wherever you're listening to it. And as always, be sure to go to our website, www.the3mics.com, to get all the information you need on what's going on with us and where you can see us next.
Did Nikki Haley drop out?
I don't think it's officially yet, no, but everyone expects it to happen. I guess Super Tuesday just did not go her way at all.
I didn't even know it even happened.
Who's that?
Nikki Haley?
She's the only one running against Trump for the Republican
Yeah.
nomination.
You had me at she.
No, she was the governor of South Carolina. I hate her so much.
He's gonna run it. He's gonna get the nomination again.
It's gonna be the two of these fuckers again.
It's gonna be hilarious. He's gonna lose again.
Yeah.
You vote for who you hate the most.
Oh yeah, and his base is split.
Yeah, a lot of Republicans hate him.
Yeah, his base is too diluted.
It cracks me up.
Yeah, it does.
And then who's gonna be his vice president? It's not gonna be Pence.
Wouldn't that be fucking hilarious if it was? If he brought that cuck back. You're going to do whatever I say. Come on, Mike.
Let's be honest, I'm the best shot you got. Fucking, I don't know. I think it's either going to be DeSantis or...
I thought they hated each other.
They do.
They do, but it wouldn't be the first time that two people talked mad shit about each other on the campaign trail, and then one joined. I mean, Kamala was not did not mince words about Joe Biden when she was running against him for the Democrat ticket.
Yeah, at all.
It's so dumb.
That's what happened. It's what Pence and Trump. Pence talked a lot of shit about Donald Trump before he dropped out to become the VP.
Yeah, he did.
They all do it. They all got to sooner or later. One of them ends up having to walk back a lot
It's
of
just
shit.
funny to me because I just don't. They really think he can. Like, does the Republican Party really think he can win?
They don't have anyone else who stands even remotely a chance. Because there is not another Republican who even remotely stands a chance up against Joe Biden.
Yeah, but like
Trump's the only one who stands a snowball's chance in hell.
yeah, just
I know.
it's just like one of those things you think about. You're like, he tried to overthrow the election.
Yeah.
Like that. Like
I know.
That's you're putting the guy out to try to overthrow the elect. Like that's your best bet.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Nothing can surprise me though.
I don't even have a joke. I don't even have a joke. I'm just like, yeah, this is the world we live in. This is our reality. This is it.
It's weird.
Let's see what Mike's penis has to say about it.
Well, it's
Practice.